Hello, I'm Lisa Williamson, the author of the Bigg School series, and I'm going to be doing a reading now from Scaredy Cat, which is the latest book in the series, book number 4. So I'm going to read you a little bit from chapter 7. A bit of context here. There has just been a game of laser tag on the school trip to the Merrywood Activity Centre. And our main character, AJ, he is not an outdoorsy kind of guy. He's really struggled. And the opposite team, the red team, led by Ollie Marsden, who's a bit of a bully, to be honest, they've won. And AJ is really sort of feeling a bit downhearted after his performance in the game. So that's where we're going to pick up now in chapter 7. So here we go. To our annoyance, the red team were declared the winners of laser tag by just 30 points. When the result was announced, Ollie and his mates went wild, jumping up and down and thumping on their chests with their fists. "In your face, blue team," Ollie yelled. "In your face." There was one more session before dinner, bushcraft. An activity leader called Jonty showed us how to build an A-frame shelter from stuff you might find lying around in the forest, before sending us off in small groups to have a go for ourselves. "He's going to be unbearable, isn't he?" Ned said, as Ollie streaked past us singing, "We are the champions," at the top of his voice. "Going to be," Gabby scoffed. "He already is." Ollie must have realised we were looking in his direction, because suddenly he stopped singing and looked right at us. I pretended to focus on our shelter, but it was too late. We'd been spotted. He strolled over, Josh and Jensen on either side. "All right, blue team," he said, otherwise known as the losers. Josh and Jensen laughed, even though it wasn't at all funny. "Let's hope you're better at den building than you are at laser tag," Ollie continued. "Although that wouldn't be very hard, would it? Especially for you." I didn't need to look up to know he was talking about me. "How many lives did you lose?" Ollie continued. "Oh yeah, all 3 of them." Josh and Jensen sniggered some more. "I didn't even lose a point," Ollie continued. "Not a single one. You reckon that's some kind of Merrywood record?" I realised he was waiting for me to answer. "I don't know," I muttered. "Maybe?" "I bet it is," Ollie said, puffing out his chest. "In fact, I'm going to ask tomorrow. Hey, maybe they'll dedicate a plaque to me." I tried to concentrate on collecting sticks to weave a roof for our shelter, but it was tough when Ollie and his mates were standing right there, watching my every move. "Okay, so I've got a question," Ollie said, shattering my hope that if I just ignored him, he'd get bored and go bother someone else. "What does the AJ stand for? Actually, no, don't tell me. Let me guess. How about absolute joke? How about you make like a tree and leave?" Gabby said, straightening up so she was facing Ollie, her hands on her hips. He was much taller than her, but she didn't seem at all scared. "Oh, come on, Gabby. We're only asking a question." "Only my friends are allowed to call me Gabby," she shot back. "You can call me Gabrielle." "Ooh, Gabrielle," the boys said in silly high voices. I wanted to jump in, tell them to leave Gabby alone, but I was scared I'd just make things worse. I've got one, Jensen piped up. "AJ equals amazingly juiceless." "Amazingly juiceless," Ollie crowed, slapping his thighs. "That's classic, Jensen, classic." "It's AJ spelled AJAY, Ned snapped. "Is not short for anything." "So?" Ollie said. "He's still rubbish at laser tag and den building from the looks of things." I was glad when Jonty came over and told Ollie and the others to go back to their shelter. "Don't listen to them," Ned said in a low voice, once they were out of earshot. "Everyone knows they're complete idiots." "I know," I said, pasting on a smile. "No big deal." The last thing I wanted was for Ned and Gabby to think I was rattled.